Right, we're going to do a tour of the Riu Paraiso Lanzarote. It's a 4-star hotel which I'm currently staying in. It's near Puerto del Carmen. It's about 3.5 kilometres, about a 10-minute bus ride. That's one of the biggest towns in Lanzarote, I believe. So it's about a 10-minute bus ride away, or about a 50-minute walk. So I've been told. I've not actually walked it yet. This is the main foyer. It's quite a big hotel. It's actually 2 separate hotels, I believe, which has been joined into one. Right, so these are some of the rooms down here. We're not staying in this bit, we're staying in the other piece. This is one of the bars. It's a 24-hour one, this one. Not that I've done 24 hours there. But apparently is. I think there's about 3 bars in total. So you've got the reception here, and the foyer. We'll go downstairs in a minute and have a look. So this was the main hotel, I believe, and the other one along this walkway. I'm just going to show you it, and we'll have a walk along there in a minute. Is the second hotel, which is over there, but it's been joined into one now, so the main reception area is there. We just walk past, and then there's a lot of guests staying over in that section there. But first of all, we should have a look. We'll have a quick look around here. It's got quite a lot of stuff here. It's got, like I say, 2 or 3 bars, one of them 24 hours, and it's got a little discotheque and a couple of little shops as well. Fairly quiet where we are anyway. I'm not sure about here, as we're not staying in this bit. This is the main part of the hotel. A lot of plants and stuff, very nice. There's lifts, I think it's 3 stories, as you can see up there, but there are lifts available. So these are the rooms on this floor and 2 others. We've got a lot of plants with this molten rock, which I think is native to the islands. Black and red stones. There's black stones here, and where we are it's kind of red. As I say, that's the main reception area, and then downstairs here is where the restaurant and the little nightclub is, or the Amphitheater. A couple of people got hired bikes there, by the look of it. So as I say, that bar there is 24 hours. You can go up there for a cocktail before your dinner, we often do, and then you come down here to the main restaurant. Well, there's only one restaurant. I know some hotels have 2. It's a buffet style one. It's not bad. The food's pretty, quite a good variety of it. As you can see, today is Halloween, so they've got all the stuff decked out, ready for it. Very nice. That's the inside of it. So this is the amphitheater. It's quite a large area, as you can see. There will be something on in there tonight, presumably. And this is where we had our welcome meeting. We come with TUI. This is where we had the welcome meeting, telling us what was on. Like I say, a lot of children's entertainment on in here most of the time. But so on this side here we got another bar to the left there. And there are also some self-service bits as well, so if you're just looking for a glass of wine and a couple of beers, you don't necessarily have to queue up. You can just go over and help yourself, which I found quite handy really, because sometimes the queues can get quite long. And we was here in November, or late October, November, and it was still quite busy, so I imagine in peak season it's going to be very busy. So there's just a quick look at the pool areas. There's 2 lots, they're sort of double pools. You've got another little snack bar there on the right, and this is another little seating area in the shade. So there's people all sitting around the pool there. There's two pools, one at the larger of the 2 hotels and one at the smaller one. There's a little map of the area there. It's quite big. It takes a couple of days really to get your bearings, I found anyway. But once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to find most stuff, and it's well signposted, as you can see. So over here now you've got a little art class. A lot of kids were getting ready for the Halloween party that was going to be on tonight, so they're having their face painting and all sorts of stuff. So it's an adult and children's art class. There was the instructor there. We didn't go to that, but we were considering it at one time, but it was quite busy with children, so we gave that one a miss. Anyway, this is more rooms on this side. We're over the other side, but it's pretty much the same. It's quite well set out really, with the rooms, quite spacious and also fairly quiet. Could be quite noisy in the canteen area obviously, and also where the children are with their pumpkins there, as you can see, getting them all ready. But the actual room areas, we found it was very quiet. Even in the evenings it was quiet, so there was not a lot of noise. There was actually a disco as well, or a nightclub, which was below some of the houses, some of the apartments rather. But we didn't hear any noise where we were, so that was all good. So this is the main area for the restaurant. The restaurant does your breakfast and dinner, but there are little snack bars, as I've just pointed out, scattered around the hotel, so that was quite handy. And very large seating area. Just having a clean up there. And this is the main restaurant, Los Pocillos. So it's not the largest one I've been to, but it's a fair good size, very well set out. Obviously it's a buffet style, so you help yourself, go around and pick up what you want. Had quite a good variation of food, so you could have a good look around and see what they got on offer. Sometimes the queues did build up a little bit. If you went down for dinner kind of around about 6 o'clock, it would be very busy, so people with young families obviously go down and eat early. But if you go a little bit later, 7, 8 o'clock, we found that it filled out quite a bit, so you didn't have to queue too much. So this is where you get your dinner and also your breakfast in the mornings served here. Big selection for breakfast as well, sausage, bacon, eggs, and also sort of cold hams and meats and all that sort of stuff. And also it did soup. The soup was very nice. I was getting the soup for lunch and dinner as well. They'd always had a couple of different soup. And also they had this freshly squeezed juice, as you can see there. That was pretty nice, I have to say. So this was breakfast time when I filmed this, so as you can see, not too crowded, as long as you get down earlier. So you want to go a little bit earlier for your breakfast if you want to avoid the crowds, and a little bit later if you want to avoid the crowds for your dinner. But this is another seating area as well, so there's plenty of it, inside and out. And then another seating area here, where you could also get drinks here as well, like there are beer and wine on tap there, or soft drinks, as you can see. So all in all, not a bad kitchen area really. Like I say, some hotels do have two separate restaurants, but this one just had the one, and obviously the snack bars. But it was all pretty good and well set out. So this is the other bar area, the self-service bit I was talking about. You can just go over and get yourself a beer or a glass of wine. They had rosé, red and white wine there, and 2 beer taps. It was Amstel beer, and the other one was Cruz Campo, but that wasn't very nice. I didn't like that one much, but each to their own. Now just round here, this is where the a la carte restaurants are. This was the Canaria, this one. We went to this one night. It was pretty nice actually. It was a mixture, a buffet again. We went up and helped yourself, but it was a little bit better than you'd get in the sort of the standard dining area. They're locking the door, so that's not open, but it's very nice. It's pretty much like the rest of the hotel. Got a quick look through the window. It was self-service again, but it was very nice. Had some nice wine with dinner. The other one, which is the Asian themed one, is around this side. I've not been there yet, but we have booked a table for later. So walking over to the other side, this is the other restaurant, the Yashima. This was more Asian themed, this one. At the time of making the video, we hadn't been there, but I have been to this one, and I found that the Canaria actually slightly nicer, the food. They had quite a good variation of stuff, some sort of Japanese and some Chinese. Obviously it was Asian themed, so quite a good variation. We were there for 10 nights, and if you do over 7 nights you get access to both restaurants, so one restaurant each 7 days I think it is. So we were there for 10, so we had access to the other one. And that's a little towel station there, changing your towels. That was only done in the mornings. We would have preferred it being changed in the evening when you've been down the beach or been swimming or whatever, but you have to change them in the morning, so you were going back to the room with damp towels. So if you're worrying about getting your exercises in while you're on holiday, eating all this good food, drinking and stuff, the distance between the two hotels, even though it is one now, I think it's nearly 1 kilometre. We timed it and it was quite a lot, so you can get your steps in pretty easily. So we'll walk over to the other bit. So, as you can see, tennis, wellness, towel station, discoteca, patio, then you've got Pepe's food, another bar, flamboyant, the gym, hairdresser, library, amongst other things. So, we're going to walk across to the other side. And it's got some nice mountains over there in the distance. I've been thinking about climbing one of them, but it seems like a long way away and pretty steep. Anyway, as I say, along this walkway you can get your exercise on holiday for sure. As I say, there is no main restaurant over this section, so if you're staying over this side, there is a pool. You do have to walk back, so you are covering quite a bit of distance throughout the day. I mean, there is a snack bar over here if you didn't want to walk to the main restaurant, but it is a bit limited. Burgers, fries, that sort of stuff. But you get much better selection in the main restaurant, salads and stuff. So we've been here for about 4 days now, just sort of getting our feet really. It's very nice. Staff are nice and friendly. Hello. staff and the guests, all pretty friendly. So you can walk across this walkway, and there's also one lower down that you can walk across. This is the carpeted area, linking the two hotels. You've got a tennis court there, archery, quite a lot of activities. So, as you can see, it's quite a long walk really from the main part of the hotel. It's actually smaller than two, but it's very quiet, so it has its benefits, and also you're getting your exercise in while you're coming along this passageway each time you want to go to the main restaurant, which in our case was about 3 times a day. Breakfast, lunch and dinner. We did use the snack bars over this side, but the food was better in the main entrance. In the main hotel rather. Now this would have been the foyer of the other hotel before it was merged into one. So as you can see there, it's got the sort of central part and also like a sort of reception area. It also had a little library over here as well, which was quite handy. So people that left books behind, put them on these shelves, and you could just pick them at random, and when you'd finished, put them back. So this bit on the right here would have been the reception, presumably, of the other hotel. It was an adults only one, I believe, and then they just merged it into one. There's a good view to the sea over there. This is the other pool, which is where we spend a lot of our time because we're based over here. It's easy to just go down to this pool or even across the road to the sea. Been in there as well. And the rooms are not a bad size. We should go into our room and have a look. Yeah, but like I say, we are quite a way from the main part of the hotel. Get a lift and the stairs. We'll do the stairs. Nice big cactus there. I do like the redstone. Now I think they tend to put older people, like myself, over here because I think it's a little bit quieter. And the kids are more over on young families and kids and stuff in the other part. But having said that, it's really quiet. And it is almost at full capacity, I believe. They might be in there now doing that, don't they? They're doing their rounds. As you can see, not a bad size, overlooking the sea as well. A nice size balcony. But you've got the room, quite a large balcony. Good sized cupboard. And the toilet. And the shower. Not a bad size. Right, we won't dwell here because we've got to go cover some more ground. I've left my green label there from the clean the room. Haven't been in to do it yet, but dare say they will be. There's also a lot of cats in this hotel. Can't see any at the moment, but believe me, they are here. Oh, there we go, there's one of them. So as I say, it's fairly quiet now, as you can see. It's even like this in the evening when you're going out for dinner, it's still very quiet. It's not a noisy hotel by any means, not this side of it anyway. You do get your steps in, that's for sure. Yep, quite a nice view. I'm sure you'll agree. Yep. So there is another bar open here. I think this one's open until 6 or 7 o'clock. It's more of a snack bar than a bar. But there's a little shop. And the gym. So it's open until 9:30. Quite a lot of stuff there. Hello. There's a spa over there with the hairdressers, I believe. You have a massage. So, quite a nice hotel. A lot of these black rocks as well, which they've built a lot of the hotel lamps off. These are the other pools. So this is the other pool area over the part where we're staying. This was originally the adult hotel, I believe, a few years ago before they joined it together. So you had a nice relaxing pool here and then one over in the main building. Now we spent most of our time here or going down the beach because it was slightly quieter, though not a lot. And as I say, we were here at late October. It was around about 25 to 27 degrees in the daytime. Still plenty warm enough for sunbathing. The pools were a little bit chilly, but once you got in there and got accustomed to it or climatised, it was fine. I went swimming in it most days. And you've got another little bar down here, a little snack bar, which was quite handy. You could get a cocktail here, or a beer, or a glass of wine. And it also had a snack bar as well. Pepe's food, so you could get sort of like pizzas, chips, burgers, sausage rolls, that sort of stuff. And then had a little bar area there where you could get a nice cocktail. And it also had the self-service at this one as well, so you could get a glass of wine, a beer, if you didn't want to queue up, and a nice little seating area as well. We often sat down here as well after being down the beach. We'd sit at this little bar. It was quite nice. There's little toilets there where that guy's going into, quite well hidden, and then this was another towel station. And then walking down here was sort of another quiet area where it looked out across the road onto the beach area. So as you can see, pretty big hotel. Formerly 2, now 1. And over there is the sea. Which is a good view, as you can see. Very nice, sandy beach, some of it a bit rocky in places, but I've been in it a couple of times, very nice. Actually, I prefer the sea to the pool, so we will do a little video of that at a later date. But I'm sure you'll agree, quite a big hotel. There is only one gate in and out of it that we can find, which is just over there. So if you're in another part of the hotel, you have to sort of double back on yourself sometimes. If you're over there, you have to walk back down there, get in and walk back over there, and it's card operated as well, so you can't get in without your card. You can't get in and you can't get out without your card. But I suppose it's a good thing in a way for security. But that's it. That's the Riu Hotel. Very nice, I'm sure you'll agree, very big. I'm going to go and sit down now and have a drink and a swim. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.